Welcome to Almost Live, a podcast from before podcasting existed where real life is stranger than fiction. I'm your host, Aphrodite. Welcome to episode 8, a letter to those who need it. Over the years, I've had a fair few youth reach out to me via social media. I keep my DMs open for several reasons. This is one of them. They'll talk to me about concerns about their lives, questions about struggles with identity, and I've given them a version of this particular message. This is a living story. I don't have a script when I do this, so every time I tell it, it does change a little bit. Someone might need this. If you do, maybe this message might help. If you know someone that might need it, please share it. Because I know what you're going through. I've been lucky enough to talk to hundreds of people who understand what it's like to be in your shoes, especially if you're wearing docs or cons. I don't wear those anymore, but I used to. Being your true self will be sooner than you think, but I can't guarantee anything. I don't try to predict the future anymore, but I'm confident that you'll be able to be in a time not as distant as you may believe today. The most important thing I can say is that you are you. You know who you are. No one can take that away from you. What everyone else sees, the you of today, that's not who you are. That person, the you of tomorrow, is waiting to be seen. The you of today is doing incredibly hard work protecting the you of tomorrow. That person is on duty every day, every hour, every minute. That person is protecting you from every attack. The you of today has to dodge and parry every arrow, every rock, every barb, and what they can't evade, it's them instead of you. I want to thank that person for their service because even though I hope to not meet them because their watch will have honorably ended, they are protecting the you of tomorrow. Well, that's how I feel about myself. The me of then did a lot of grueling work to ensure the me of today would be here and would be thriving. I know what it's like when you look in a mirror and the face you see isn't your own. I still experience that. I used to not even look at mirrors. Now I do. And while I still don't see myself all the time, every day I see longer and longer looks at who I see myself to be. And others tell me they already see who I am clearly. That voice that comes out of your mouth sounds like it belongs to some other person. Same here. It took a long time for the voice that comes out of my mouth to sound like it was mine. Now I don't have just one voice that sounds like who I am, but I can play with that voice, and several sounds that come out of my mouth sound like me. And it can be brutal to be left out and isolated. I remember hearing all the horrid things others would say about me. Fat and ugly were the least cruel, and I won't subject others to those words. I saw people pointing at me out of the corner of my eye, covering their mouths to stifle mocking laughs while pointing. The me of the past would be surprised to hear what my life actually is like now. I had a handful of friends back then, and I treasure the ones that stuck with me as I've changed through life. The overwhelming majority of people I call friend I've only met in the last decade. And even I'm shocked where I can find people I could call upon with some drinks almost randomly and just hang out with. These are folks I've almost always met in real life first before expanding that friendship online. From Boston to Berlin, Manhattan to Melbourne, Seattle to Shenzhen, Chicago to Cape Town. On top of that, there are literally tens of thousands who know my face, if not my name. Every 2 years, I help run an event where I stand out a little by wearing white when everyone else wears black. I greet and welcome those who wish to be welcomed as long as they want to be welcome, as well as keep an eye on all those little things that are easily missed on site. I've had people come up to me on the street, at an airport, even at a bar with that half-confused look on their face of seeming familiarity. They ask, "Are you the chicken white?" I admit I'm not good with names, but I can usually recall their face well enough to admit, yeah, I'm that person. For a few minutes until either of us needs to go, we chat, maybe share a drink. It sounds incredible because I know that the me of then would never believe this was the case, but it's true, and I'm nobody special. I believe, though, that even more amazing things than that will happen to you. Maybe you don't know many people now, so what? People that will want to be with the real you, the you of tomorrow, will connect with you. I believe in you and can't wait until you can be who you are. Thanks for listening. Have a good rest of your day.